What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Takeshi Aquatics. And yes, this time I'm sitting down, and yes, we have another unboxing. Who would have thought? So today though, however, it's a little bit different because I ordered fish from the US mainland versus importing them from Thailand and from Indonesia. And this time I brought it in from the US mainland, and yes, it is still considered importation since you do need a permit for Hawaii in order to bring in fish, even though Hawaii is part of, technically part of the United States. Because of that, it's still called importation, but I have something super cool because let me tell you, when I say this fish is rare, when I saw it, I was like, I've never ever seen this kind of fish in Hawaii in my life. Well, in Hawaii again. And this fish is not only just, rare, it's invasively rare. So what does that even mean, invasively rare? Basically, it's an invasive species, so how can it be rare? Invasive means it's probably everywhere, but this kind of more color, morph, or whatever you want to call it, is the rarer type. And this fish is just such a cool fish in its abilities and how it is and what it can do and whatever the case may be. This is the box here for the fish. It is a super cool fish. UPS just dropped off the box. It is a very expensive fish. But what's more crazy is everybody who lives in Hawaii knows that shipping is even more expensive. So yeah, the shipping costs more than the fish itself. So that part is kind of crazy, but that's just, that's just how it is when you live in Hawaii. Everything, especially shipping, costs more. So let's get to it and open this box and let me show you what's in it. YouTubers will probably see this video way later. But before I open the box, I can show you this fish tank here when I put it in, and hopefully you guys can see it and enjoy it while I do. And over here I also have my little acclimation system going here, so while I talk I can immediately start acclimating, as you can see over there. And then of course these fish are jumpers, so I do have lids to let the fish jump out if they want. Anyway, so let's get moving. It's a really cool, rare fish. And again, rare is subjective. It's my opinion that it is rare. So the cool thing about this fish is that it's very invasive. Invasive, almost like the snakehead. Obviously, snakeheads are illegal in Hawaii. Yeah, we have them in the wild, but their mainland cousins, are a lot more vicious than the ones in Hawaii, but I digress. These are very invasive in that it's such a cool fish. First of all, they're invasive, so how can they be rare? Well, they're invasive, but it's kind of like carp. There's carp all over the place, right? They can be very invasive in some parts of the mainland. But then you have the Japanese carp, which are koi. So, and those are worth money, and the regular carps, people just, want to shoot and get rid of. So these is kind of like that. These are invasive fish, but the color morph on these fish are the xanthics. So they are golden color, or should be golden color. I didn't even open this box yet, to be honest with you, but it is kind of heavy. So, and this is why I like this fish, and I thought this fish was super cool, is because they walk on land. Yeah, just like snakeheads. They walk on land, except when they walk on land, they use their gills. So it's pretty cool. Like they can breathe out of water just for like 6 hours or something like that. And because they have like bettas and gouramis, a labyrinth organ, it allows them to breathe air like kind of like we do out of water. As long as your body stays moist, so if they're in rain, in mud, or whatever the case may be, they can survive a very long time. Snakeheads can survive a lot longer, I think, but these guys, they just jump out of the pond if they don't like it, kind of
just wiggle around to find another pond, and
where it's a little bit better for them. They can live in mud for like 6 months if they had to, because of this labyrinth organ. I think of it as like a Pokemon, like Pokemon character or something. Super cute looking fish. They grow up to, I think I got my size, I think, is anywhere from 3.5 to 4 inches. This is what I brought in because I don't like to bring in big fish, only because it's harder to ship. But basically they can grow up to 10 inches, I think. I think 10 is their max, but I don't know. I'm not an expert or anything like that, and I will never make out to be one. But what's cool about this fish, what's even cooler, is that they don't use their fins like the snakehead. They don't just go back and use their fins to walk around. What they'll actually do is use their fins and their gills, and they'll use their gills to latch on to the freaking ground and just like, just move around. And these gills are like Wolverine spikes that come out and will stab you if you try to grab it. That's right, it's pretty crazy. It's a crazy fish. fish. It's a very, supposedly, I'm getting all this from Google, just to let you know. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but they definitely will stab you. And on their dorsal fin, they do have spikes. So they have gills that help them walk, and they got spikes that come out, which is pretty cool as their defense mechanism. And what that does for them is that if a bird grabs them or a bigger fish tries to swallow them, they'll make their gills come out like a, what is that called? Like an arrowhead, and they'll get stuck in the throat of their enemy. That's just sick. So I thought about it. It's an expensive fish, rare for Hawaii. I am very surprised how invasive this fish is, and Hawaii allows this fish to come in. As you can see, it passed Department of Ag. So I think that's about it. It's a Xanthic morph. So basically it's the golden type, which makes it rare, and that's what makes it more expensive. Just like the fire eel, the golden fire eels are very expensive, and the reason is it's an actual color morph. One last thing I want to mention is I did ask for pairs. Since I bought 4, I figured, you know, I might as well get them as pairs in case anybody wanted to try and breed them. If anybody does get this fish, let me tell you, it's not cheap. It's very expensive, so don't think it's gonna be, you know, like the prices for guppies or whatever like that, because it's not a cheap fish. But as far as pairing goes, when I talked to the owner of the shop that I got it from, he said, you know, he asked me if I knew how to sex them. I laughed and I said, no, I have no idea. I don't even know anything about this fish. When I Googled it and I looked it up, apparently you need some sort of microscope or something to identify which is male, which is female. So really, I don't know if I have pairs in here. I might have all males, all females. I have no idea. And when I looked it up online, it's almost impossible to visually see any type of differences in the two fish when it comes to sexting them. So let's get to it and open this box, because I'm pretty excited and I'm pretty sure they want to get out of this box. And to be honest, I'm not sure if they're DOA or not, but I have to make a video anyway, because if they are DOA, then I can send it back to the seller and ask for a replacement fish. Hopefully everything is good, but we are within the 1 hour window since UPS dropped it off. It's been maybe 15 minutes since the UPS guy left, so hopefully they're still in good shape. The box is a little bit warm, but my UPS driver, guy Mike, he's a really good driver. Every time he sees my box that has live fish on it, he always takes care of it. He's a little early today. Normally they come in a little later. I'll stop talking and we're gonna just open this guy up and see what's inside. Dude, I am pretty excited. I was worried because of these guys have spikes all over them. They will puncture holes in the bag, but it doesn't look like it's wet in here. And I was debating on whether or not debating, but I was worried about whether or not, look, a gel pack to keep it cool. That's neat. Never seen that before in a while. I guess it's hot out there. I've never seen, you know, the box isn't, oh, they all look alive.
They all look alike.
Oh my goodness, I'm happy. Okay. I was going back. I was worried that they would, you know, put everything in one bag, but because of their spikes and if they fight or whatever, you know, they're gonna chew each other up, possibly poke holes in the bag. So here's a 5-gallon tank, and that's why I'm sitting down. You can actually see the reflection of my phone there. Here we go. Dun dun dun. Ooh, these bags are thick. They're like 4 millimeters or something. Guarantee like 4 millimeters. Woohoo! Wow! Can you guys see this? I don't know. Okay, I'm being greedy right now. Check that out. Can you guys see this? I'm going on the YouTube camera right now. I don't think the YouTube camera can really see this too well. The golden climbing perch. All right, he's probably like, get me the F out of here. The bag doesn't have too much oxygen, and because these guys have labyrinth organs, they need the oxygen to live. So we're gonna dump him or her out into our acclimation tank here. You guys can get a better look at it. Calm down, bro. Calm down. It's all good. It's all good, brother. You guys can see it making splashes. Okay, he's probably panicking because there's no water in here. I'm gonna open another bag, another one in here. What I don't like though, so I'm disappointed in this. Just slightly. The fish is alive. Next day air isn't too bad, but there's poop in the bag. Normally you fast fish before you shit, and that's to prevent, ooh, stop that. I'm gonna put, dude, chill. There's another one going in. Now, as you all know, if you guys watch all my videos, you guys know that these fish are actually, any fish that you ship will lose their colors. These are not that gold right now, but you can tell they're definitely Xanthics. Oh man, they're the cutest little fish ever. See, look at all that poop. I don't like poop, and the reason why there's poop is because maybe they didn't fast the fish, maybe they did, I don't know. I'm just used to cutting the bags open. Some people like to pull the band off, but whoa, you saw that guy? Oh, he jumped. Oh, this guy, I'm kind of getting scared. I better put that was kind of high, bro. Going to the Olympics or something. Better put the covers on over here. Oh no, I got another one. I got one more. Woohoo! They're all the same. I don't know if they're male or female. Hard to identify. super cool fish. They're just, I call them like Pokemon fish because they're super cute but super deadly, or can be, I guess. Nothing else. No special treats for me. Nope, guess not. All right, so I'm gonna put these covers on so that we don't have, even if they jumped out of the water though, they would survive because well, I don't know if they would survive the fall, but they would survive because they don't need air. They don't need aeration, I should say. Okay, so for the YouTubers, even though there's not much water in here, this sucker is still heavy. Look how cool that fish looks. And the water is super dirty because, again, that's all the poop. And poop means a lot of ammonia. And a lot of ammonia means ammonia burn. So this is called the climbing perch. It is the Xanthic version of them, so they are gold. They're not gold now because obviously they need to acclimate and then quarantine, and then they'll get their colors back. But these are like the cutest fish that I've ever seen, and they're so deadly because if anybody tries to eat them, they'll spread their gills. They got spikes in them, and they will spike their enemy and probably win the fight without even knowing it. All right, so that's it. Hopefully these guys acclimate good. They will be on the list later on. I'll let these guys acclimate. Thank you so much again for watching. Real fast video this time. It was a single species, but it was a species worth making one video for. And I appreciate everybody who shares, likes, and subscribes and does all that good stuff. So thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next one.